All right, here we go. It is a Friday, the dawn of the ages, and I think I need to write myself like a to-do list for this weekend. I was originally supposed to have some friends over, but that got postponed, which is neither here nor there because I was busy last weekend, and so it honestly would feel pretty good to have a weekend of catch-up time. And so my hope is that I will be able to catch up this weekend, get ahead on some things. I need to get some more sound effects laid down for Compression Man episode 4. I need to get a preview together for episode 3. And I need to get a trailer together for episode 4. And I need to try and come up with a 15-second advertisement that I can put in the theaters as well. And really try and drive it home and get us somewhere cool. I'm not really for sure where any of that will land, but like these are the things that are on my mind this morning. And then tonight when I get home, I'll be like too busy, or my mind will be too preoccupied with other things to actually be able to do anything with it. So I'll need to try and remember that as best I can come this afternoon. And so that's why, realistically speaking, I should make myself like a to-do list every morning, and then I should try and do my darndest to act on that to-do list and keep myself focused and in good spirits then. And it's difficult because like people need time off. Not every waking hour of every waking day can be a productive time, but to the same end, I want to be more productive than I have been. And I coming off the back of this concert was inspired to be more productive, to be an awesome version of myself. And I now think that I can accomplish that. I just need to devote some time and effort into it. And so hopefully everything goes well, everything happens this weekend that I need for it to happen. Next weekend I'll be busy, the weekend after that I'll be busy. And it's like a mixed blessing. I like having busy weekends, I like spending time with people, but I also aim to be a very productive individual. So I think what I need to do today is when I get home, when I get in the office, I need to pull out my phone real quick and just write down all the things that I need to do when I get home so that I can focus on work stuff when I'm at work and home stuff while I'm at home, because they tend to bleed into each other, but work tends to bleed more into home than home ever bleeds into work. And so I reached out to the people who advertised through Regal Cinema yesterday to see what I can get in terms of advertising at their theater. And hopefully I get some good communication back there, because the lady who I spoke to yesterday only represents theaters that are decently far away from where I live. I'm not opposed to using them, but I would prefer to use the ones that are closer to where I live so that people know like who I am and what I'm doing. And hopefully I can then get somewhere worth getting. And so the intention would be that I can get these advertisements set up, start getting some sort of local traction going so that people know what Compression Man is, who Compression Man is, and then I really should get some t-shirts made so that people can like see it and recognize it and be like, oh, you're that guy who makes those videos that I see in the theaters. It's like, that's me. And so that would be step number 2, is getting these things all set up with where they need to be, and just continuing to try and crank it out there and get it known. And if I can grow, like I said, at least locally, and then I can grow nationally from there. But the idea would be that I grow locally first and then explode into the international scene from there. And who knows, it could work, it could blow up in my face, it could be a little bit of both. But I'm very excited and anxious for trying to go down this road and seeing what I can do with this. But that's just like part of it. Like, so I've got to sort out the whole advertising stuff with Compression Man. I really should get back into reading audiobooks as well. That has been, I feel like I was doing really good with If Ghosts Could Cry's audiobook, and then I just stopped. I should get back into that. I fell off largely because I was spending more time with people than I historically do, and now I've not been spending any time with people, and I've been able, well, I shouldn't say that I've been able to be very creative and productive because of it. I really just screwed up my schedule is what I did. I've been working from 5 to whenever this week, and that's not been an ideal situation. So that ends this week. I'm not doing that anymore, and I'm going back to my normal schedule. And as a result, I will hopefully be able to get back to some normality. But like I said, I haven't been talking to really anyone. Most of my socializing happens over Xbox anyway, but I haven't talked to any of them in a very long time. I've been kind of away from the games this week, and like I said, it's just because I jacked up my schedule trying to help these people out, and then hopefully get my schedule back to normal next week. Hopefully get somewhere good all of next week, and start rolling into something a little bit better in the working world from next week on, and we'll see kind of what happens there. I don't fully know and or understand what's going on, but I think that I've got to be moving in a better direction, because any direction is better than no direction. And that sounds really silly to say, but I think it's true. Any direction is better than no direction. And if I can continue plugging away in a direction, then I'm bound to succeed. And I have to leverage my unfair advantage, which is my financial situation. And I have to be able to throw money at these projects to get exposure and to get people watching and to get people interested. And hopefully I can do just that, and we can get to a better place. And so yeah, those are the sort of things that I need to focus on this Friday. Of course, there's household chores out the wazoo. I need to do my household chores. I need to mow my lawn. I need to do quite a bit of things, and the hope here being that I can do them and succeed. And so we'll see what happens. Hopefully everything that I need to get done this weekend gets done, and then some. I need to stay focused and on point. It's very easy to just wallow in nothingness. And it's like, I have 48 hours of time, and it doesn't even take probably 8 hours to do everything that I want to do, but it's the idea that the weekend's supposed to be your rest period, and you're resting from work. And I got this quote from The Rock. I'm not sure if he really said it or not, but it's something that someone said he said, and that is that you spend so much time in your life doing things for other people, 40 hours a week for someone else, a job, and then when it comes time for you to do stuff for you, you're too tired or exhausted to perform or to do what it is you want to do. And he's like, that's ultimately unacceptable. You should be more motivated and excited to do your things than you ever are for other people's things. And I think that that is a very important lesson to be made, and a thing to note, because that is absolutely the goal here. And like, you should not be spending more time with other people, or not with other people, but you shouldn't be, it comes down to work. You shouldn't spend more time and effort at your job than you do at things that are personal to you. And so I'm not entirely sure, I'm not entirely sure, but it's a lot easier said than done. That goes with everything. But it's not impossible, because like, the amount of motivation that I maintain exceeds the amount of motivation most people can maintain. And then I look at the amount of slacking off that I feel like I do, and I was like, wow, these people must do nothing but slacking off. So hopefully I can reach a place where I am happy with the amount of nothing that I'm doing over weekends, and happy with the amount of progress that I'm getting out of them as well. And that's a big thing. It's like, I want to record at least 2 videos. I have these higher concept videos in mind for when I roll into next year, and a way to kind of get a better video out. And I'm thinking that it may behoove me not to flood the market with these kinds of videos anymore, because I think the algorithm sees these and they're like, well, nobody watches them, no one's interested in them, so no one must like your content. But I do have some videos that randomly get hundreds of, I had one that almost got 1,000 views naturally. And so I think if the content is there, people will click on it. And they've been saying that before, that YouTube is trying harder now more than ever to get more like brand new creators out there. And I've been noticing them in my feed as well, but I thought that was just because like I myself was a small creator, so they were trying to link me up with other people who were relatively unknown. But at the end of the day, I can't help but wonder if it is a global thing. But they say that the targeting is off, because they usually will send you a brand new creator, but it's in a topic that you don't usually watch. And they're like, they should do it the opposite way. Give you a brand new creator who covers something that you always watch, and then try a brand new concept with someone who's already established, because it's a double negative if you have someone who's not very reputable because they don't have a lot of followers or views, and then you have someone who is covering something that you don't even normally watch, so you really have no reason to watch it. So they need to fix their targeting system, but I need to fix my content. And if anything, I think this has been healthier for me than for any potential audience member. It'll be interesting when New Year's rolls around, because that's what I'll be doing on New Year's, is cleaning all this crap out and then trying to figure out what my next year's worth of uploads will look like. There's this guy on YouTube that uploads a similar style of content to what I would like to upload, and I might follow his lead a little bit. And the idea there being that he tells a lot of real life stories, and he shows photos and videos from his real life experiences, and I thought that was a very engaging way to go about doing it. And I think that that is how I would like to do my next more serious kinds of videos, and to sell the people on the man behind the creativity and not just the creativity. And I'll probably still record these. Don't know that I will put them up. Definitely not as frequently. It's nice to have a frequent upload schedule, and people go after it for a while now. And it takes a while to succeed. And I was talking about that yesterday, but it's like, it took me several years before I blew up into the working world like I am right now. It's going to do the same thing on YouTube. The difference between YouTube and a traditional job is YouTube doesn't pay you until you've blown up. The job pays you the whole time. It just doesn't pay you anything worth your time until you've blown up. And so here's to the blow up. Here's to me attacking 2024 with as much ferocity as I can muster, and hoping that something gives along the way. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.